Hi everybody, welcome back to this series of online video lessons. I've been discussing some of the pieces in the 2016 to 2019 violin exam syllabus. That's the ABRSM syllabus. There are some great pieces this year in the grade 6 syllabus. The one that I'm going to talk about today is the theme from The Ladies in Lavender. It's a beautiful melody, a beautiful piece written by Nigel Hess for the film of the same name. I think it goes back to 2004. Ladies in Lavender, yes, set in Cornwall in the 1930s. A couple of violinistic points that I wanted to make about this, but first of all, let's just listen to the melody from the top. And so on. The main thing I think that we need to consider when we are approaching a very flowing melody like this, we want the sound to project, we want the sound to be quite even, and we need to fight our violinistic habits. In fact, as I was playing it then, I was realizing that one of the habits that many violinists seem to have at pretty much all levels is to favour one or two of the fingers in terms of vibrato or expression, in much the same way that we might unconsciously make too many accents or bulges on a down bow. So that's basically that's one of them. They're two related aspects. The other one that I would like to consider is whether we can find a nice way of starting this piece. I would always consider starting on an up bow. It's a little bit less stressful in a manner of speaking, a bit like the it's very possible to start that on an up bow as well. However, I digress. The opening, however we play it, it's a nice idea to consider straight away what we mean by support. And of course, the support that comes from the floor is really the important type of support that we must consider as violinists. We spend a lot of time thinking about the violin and shoulder rest if you use one and this kind of thing, but the basic support for all our playing comes from the floor. Now, once we have that awareness, then we are basically well placed to consider how we go about using the violin, how we go about supporting the violin, the relationship between the violin and bow. But we must have that awareness of gravity, if you like, keeping us up, supporting us. Once that's in place, and it's pretty much in place all the time, I'm just really drawing your attention to it. Gravity is always keeping us up. But we do have a tendency to want to try and lift ourselves up as well. So if we can just settle into the floor, I think it's a very, very good idea. When we start, another idea I'd like to present to you is to bring the violin to the bow rather than just start with the violin neutral. It's a very, very tiny motion. So that we have this opposition between the bow and the violin. So the violin is not sort of sinking under the weight of the bow, if you like. It's very much in the same kind of way we might, if we were sawing a piece of wood, we would want the bow, we would want the wood to be very stable. We wouldn't want to have the wood constantly being taken away. Okay, couple of other things that we could consider. For example, string changes are another one. Just to say that each string has its own level. You might say there are many, many different levels of bow, for the bow on each string. But in truth, the elbow and the lower arm wants to be in motion all of the time. So there's a fluidity of constant motion, so that the string changes are not too abrupt. Couple of points. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. My details, as usual, are to the bottom of this video. Thanks for listening in.